It is snowing. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna start this live. Okay, because my loading too slow. But I wanted to ooh, can you hear me? Oh hi, yes. Can you hear me? The information share. Thank you, Weibo. Can you hear what I'm saying? Oh, Dominique, can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? I, I hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Listen. Okay. To my Patreon members, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I I wanted to tell you like okay, like you know how you get your electricity bills, right? You know how you get your electricity. Look at all of these electricity bills that I don't pay. I don't pay electricity. You're not supposed to pay electricity. These are all my electricity bills. It's never open. See how it's not open? Here, let me cover this up. This is Edison, my electricity bill. Okay, well, it's not open because I don't pay bills. I don't pay any bills. You're not supposed to be paying no bills. So I don't pay rent, and these are all of the electricity bills that I do not pay. I'm just letting you know when you have your great grandparents' deeds, you own them. You own the mayor. You literally own them. So you can't pay any bills. You can't pay no electricity. It's electricity bill. I have loads of these. I have a whole bunch of them over there. I throw them all the way. I haven't paid my electricity bill in like 4 years, so that's why I have so many of them, and I throw most of them away. But anyway, I wanted to show you how you're not supposed to be paying any more rent, and don't let nobody tell you. Don't be, like ain't nobody gonna go down to the mayor office. You should go down to the mayor office to at least ask, is my can I get my grandparents' deeds? And they will help you. And they will go over those papers with you because they did that with me in Hesperia. I was in Hesperia, California when that happened. I went into the mayor's office and I got the information on the land deeds. So here I was already conscious and I already knew that that mayor office over there, she had to go because she was wrong for even trying to give me an eviction notice last year in November. She thought she could. She thought she could, but she can't. But I just wanted to go over something with you because the other video is uploading and it's uploading too slow. So I just wanted to go live. But yeah. Oh, somebody, oh, yeah. Somebody said they would shut mine off. Yeah, because y'all better stop being scary. You own them. How they gonna shut your shit off when you have the deed? So I understand that you guys are frightened to just like you just can't fathom and telling them and saying, I actually own you. I mean, that's what I had to tell man face. What's her name? The mayor over here at Chino. I said, I own you. I own you. Because you're on my land. So she can't come with no eviction no more. In fact, I don't even know what happened to those people. And from the looks of it, somebody got fired. Somebody ain't going to work for a whole week. Somebody got somebody didn't go to work for a whole week. So that tells you something that time is moving forward on them leaving. So I just wanted to get your grandparents' land deeds for your comfort, just for your comfort, because it's for my comfort. I need to see what happened to them. Oh, it's snowing. It's okay. It's snowing outside, but anyway, it never snowed here in Chino, and it never covered all of the mountains. See, all of the mountains are covered full of snow. That never happened before. So it's just strange weather with that derailment. It's to turn them into zombies so that the universe can have a reason to contain them all. That's what's happening. So they're getting sick, and then they have to be in quarantine. So they got to quarantine these these you know parasites that's on our. Oh, now if you don't have any deeds, that means that your great great grandparents was fighting to the death. If they say, I'm sorry, you don't have any deeds, we can't see any deeds because they were fighting to the death. That's why. they didn't have a chance to the census. Okay, the Census Bureau came to their homes around the 1790. The Census Bureau, they came over and they saw us in castles, and they wanted to see how much land we had. So they asked the question, and they were writing it down, and that made your deed. Well, when some of them came, they were getting shot, they were getting stabbed. They didn't care about no deed. Don't ask me shit about nothing. And so they were fighting to the death for them to get off their land. So some have deeds and some don't. So some of you guys have deeds and some of you don't, because your great grandparents was fighting to the death. Now, if you don't, then you have to go under ancestry.com and put together your family tree. That's when you'll see all the pictures. Ooh, you'll see all the pictures of your family members that goes back. So you'll see, here's mine with my children and my brothers and sisters on here, my mother and father. And then it goes all the way back to the 1900s. I don't know if it go back to the 1700s because I haven't. It just goes back to 1790. But there is no records on us in the 1790s because they weren't here. Okay, they weren't here. They started doing the Census Bureau in the 1830s when that Treaty Act happened, when they were begging and groveling for our land like a damn dog that they are. I'm just saying, because we own them. And as long as they in the office, they got to feel this heat. So now you're going down there, ain't you? Because you have to go down there, and they'll help you. You just be calm, don't be mean or nothing, just because you're trying to get your papers. So you just say, yes, can I just do it? Do a land deed check on my great grandparents. I want to see if they have any deeds, and then they'll say what's the full name of your grandparents. Sorry, it's thundering and lightning outside and hailing. It's just crazy. Oh, and whenever this happens, whenever there's bad weather over here or crazy weather, somebody get messed up somewhere else. So you're going to hear something on the news where some weather disaster happening somewhere. So if it's happening over here just a little bit, it's somebody getting it, somebody catching hell somewhere else. So I don't know. I'll flick on the news and I'm gonna see something tragic, because it's always comfy cozy where I'm at. Oh yeah, it's always comfy cozy. Yeah, they ain't gonna, it's not gonna be too much, but it's snowing. That's weird. But if it's snowing here or raining here, then that means it's hell somewhere else. Okay. So just don't worry about it. Now, when you go to your ancestry, when you go to the mayor's office, you say, and you do a check on yours. Make sure you get those mineral rights. You got to get those mineral rights, or you got to get the make sure they add those mineral rights to you. They have to give you the maps. I showed you the maps, didn't I? Didn't I show you the maps? This is to my Patreon members. All to my Patreon members. I'm talking to my Patreon members to please go to your mayor's office. Where is that map I showed you? I mean, not the maps, but the well, you seen it, didn't you? The booklet and everything. Well, anyway, they'll just give you, they'll give you a whole packet of your. Oh, here's the one right here that's so explosive. Here's Paula. This is the city commissioner, where the city commissioner is in your local city mayor's office. She's the one that said, ooh, there's no attorney that's going to represent you here in Stillwater because we would have to pack it up. That's what she said. I said, ooh, pack it up. I said, what you? She said, because all of our services is on your land. Just like that. White woman, Paula, she said it. Now, she's the one that said, here's all your, here are your homes that is occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So these are your blocks in Oklahoma. Oh, can you see? Okay. Yes, she said that. Stillwater. So these are the addresses. It's too damaging for them to deny when you got the deed. See, that's what I'm saying. This is why you can't pay rent. And don't you let nobody tell you, oh, well, ain't nobody gonna go down there. You just go down there yourself. Don't let, if you following somebody that you looking at on YouTube and you're following that person and that person is telling you, don't listen to me, just follow the yellow brick road. Go on and follow the yellow brick road like I told you to. That's why I labeled it follow the yellow brick road on this. Just follow the yellow brick road. Okay. That means get to your land deeds and follow the road. Ooh, let me tell you about this mansion in Oklahoma. Now they give you a house, they give you a mansion. They used to give you a whole town where you have your bank, because remember now, they give you maps so that their mining companies can go out and mine for your gold and your silver because you weren't using paper money. This is what Paula said. She said, well, we give you the maps because no. It wasn't Paula. Why I keep thinking it's her. It was the landman that said, now you're going to get a landman. Everybody's going to get a landman. Okay. I'm sorry. So many people talking. Everybody's going to get a landman. Oh, hi, everyone. That was interesting. I was following the, of course. What? Okay. That was, okay. Let me just keep talking because I'm going to talk about corn. Okay, here. So once you get your your land, they're going to go over it with you. They're going to go over it with you. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. How many people? Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing. Hi, Crunchy Nutcracker. I love that name, Crunchy Nutcracker. Listen, so to all of my Patreon members, I'm talking to you. Thank you. Thank you for being my Patreon member. Okay, now when you go there, some of you don't have deeds. I understand that because they were fighting to the death. They said we don't give a damn because they were doing the Census Bureau. The Census Bureau was coming to your house, asking you how much you got and all that. And some of you people were saying, I don't, they was cutting off heads. Okay, so that's why you don't have these and you don't have to. You go to Ancestry and $20 and you just build up your family tree. You'll have pictures of your families like I have here. And then you'll have other pictures from because it links to the Darus. The Darus is where you get that the same treaty, the 1830 treaty, where it says where they have to explain to you what slavery is because they were never slaves and they never came from anywhere but here. We're indigenous to North and South America, Canada to South America, and all in here, right here in America. So there was no wow. Okay, sorry. It's a blue sky, but then it's snowing and hailing on the other side here. So I'm just saying, it's just weird weather going on where it's a blue sunny sky over here, and then it's storming right here. So okay, okay. So because I usually would go outside and see what's going on, but it's just too crazy. Oh, here is that. Ooh, I found it. It's my estate that I right here. This is the Emerald City house mansion I was telling you about, to where you look when you go into the foyer and it's a big huge emerald thing on the roof. Anyways, this is the most beautiful mansion I've ever seen. Well, anyway, they give you a home when they give you your maps, because they send the contractors out to dig for your resources, because they give you, it's a bank. The bank, the hotel, the stores, just like the ghost town, the ghost towns that you see, they were stealing our land, making ghost towns. Well, not ghost towns, but towns, city towns, to mine for your gold, and then telling you to use the paper money. Now, when people are paying rent using paper money, they are pissy poor broke. Just know that, because I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy, and they say, well, you don't have an income. Yeah, you damn right. I don't have your income. I have my income. My income is gold, silver, vibranium, and I'm not going to tell you where, because they'll tell you where the vibranium is at. I'm just letting you know, because you don't really want to. It's kind of private. Okay, so but the land and mineral rights landman will give you all that. You don't have to worry about what type of minerals you're going to get. It's just going to be all right there. But you just want to keep that vibranium pretty much hidden. Okay, so okay, now they also give you a list of blocks that I showed you. The blocks of your oil, where your oil is being pumped at, because they want to know, can I pump on your land here? But they'll ask you from a check. They'll give you a check first, and you have to either cash it, and if you say no, get off my land, and you have to send it back, and then say no, get off my land, and then they won't bother you. They'll go somewhere else like they're supposed to. That's just how it works. And the landman will tell you that. They'll give you that information. But I just wanted to just go over a few things, just to make sure, we got things covered. I don't want you to be afraid. Don't be afraid of, because there's, the police building is next to the city mayor office, but who cares? You don't care about that. They're not bothering you now. They're not paying attention to you. Just go into the building and get that one piece of paper I was telling you about. If you find some sort of eyesore, like a building that's an eyesore to you, and you tired of looking at it and you want to change it into a wonderland, then you get that one piece of paper that's to the left, and it'll say bid public hearing notice for land bid opportunities. Get that, or ask the counter lady, I would like to bid for this land that's right near my house. And then they're going to ask you, what's the address? And then when they ask you, family search is free, found so much about my grant. Thank you. So you did find it. See, you did find it. That's wonderful. You need to find it, because you see, the more people that find their land, the more we can be free. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there's a gridlock of your consciousness need to be open. One way to open your consciousness is to know that you are free from any type of shackles or anything they want you to pay, or you're free from that. You don't have to work. Stop working, really. I really need you to do that. Then you'll really be free. And then that way, the whole atmosphere of wherever you're at and where I'm at, people can see, oh, that's right. All I got to do is just go down to the mayor office and get the deeds to my family. I don't have to work no more, because I can call the gas company and say, oh, no, you don't need to call the gas company. They're going to call it for you. Yeah. I'm sorry. You're going to be on public notice too. Okay, because you're the owner of the gas company. So if you're the owner of the gas company, it's going to be publicly known that you are available to pump the land or not, to get water or not, to make a well on your land or not. We don't, whatever they want to do to your land, they'll ask you and they'll put it publicly so that you'll know. But you have to make sure that you put your address, your correct address. And here is the publication notice here. This is what it looks like. See, here is my grandparents' public notification. Public, and that's my cousin who made this happen. That's where she's at. She is Raylene. So Raylene, she made it happen. Okay, if it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be public. So public means that the gas company will know to notify you, because did anything go off here? Is it still on? It's still on, right? Okay. Is this thing still on? Okay. Oh, all right. It just went dark just now. Okay. Okay, so it'll be that you own the gas company or the water company. Okay, so I own both water, gas, electricity. Okay, so because you own them, they don't own you, you own them. Whatever is on your land, you own it. So that's why I keep saying that. Let's see. This apartment is mine. That the YMCA, that whole park is mine, of 640 acres to 1,000 acres, because it's true. This is just what they tell you. And so you have to believe it because it's yours. You just, you got to believe it, and you have to claim it. Now, so it's public press news, so it's public. So put your public, and so that the gas companies can come in and see if they can pump your oil, pump your land, okay. Now, also, if you don't have any deeds, then you have to go to Ancestry to do your family tree, and then you can get the Census Bureau with your families all on it. Okay, this is 1847. What year is this? 1940. So this is the 16th Census Bureau of United States in 1940. You want to get this bureau because it tells you, a list of all of your relatives right here, your mother, your great-great-grandparents and their children. Okay, so you need that because you'll find, here's a will from my great-great-grandfather, William Irvin. Okay, so when we talk about Irvin, you know, like last name's Irvin, then that means I'm kin to Julius Irvin, Magic Johnson, Irvin, anything Irvin related, because we're going back 1800s. Ooh, why is it dark? Why do I look dark like that? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so let's see what else. The way you explain it is, it totally makes sense. Oh, thank you. Makes sense because it's true. His son name is my son name. Oh, okay. I was looking at other things. Okay, so you guys have any questions? I just wanted to go over some stuff. Yeesh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to my Patreon members. Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys have everything that you need. You know, I had to not so, oh, that's right. So when they give you your maps, because you're not dealing with paper money, it's an insult for you to even use or even look at their money, because they're poor, not you. They're poor. They'll say, well, you don't have an income. You damn right I don't have your income. And I'll never have your income. You don't, that's why, you know, I'm always, I never had an income, and I'm so happy about that, because I never wanted to ever, you know, pay rent or pay anything, because I feel like it's an abomination. So I always avoided paying rent. I always avoided just paying shit, because I knew that there was something out there that was, you know, holding us back from claiming it. So and where's that the whole time? It was at the local city mayor's office the whole time. That's where it's at. So I'm trying to tell you, you got to go down there and get your papers, so you can own your oil company and gas companies and stuff. But I wanted to show you also to the uh, oh right, the list of okay, so it's just too many. Okay, so they're gonna tell you about the deeds. Oh, that's what they're gonna. So this is what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, okay, we need the death certificates of your great grandparents, not great grandparents, your grandparents. That's it, your grandparents, if they are, if they are, you know, if they're not. If they're not alive, then you would have to get their death certificates to prove that, you know, you're related to the and that's why I have both of them. I have JD, and then I have my grandmother, my grandfather, and my father. So, and then on my father, he's labeled as Indian, Indian American, and so that's it. I just wanted to go over that, and just don't let nobody tell you not to go down to that city mayor's office, because they're the one that stole your land, and they have to give it up. They gotta give it up. That's why that mayor is in hot water, because she was never supposed to do what she did, and but she thought she could. Yes, they always think they could, huh? Until they meet the right one. Ooh, oh, here's my maps. Yes, so you know, she met the right one. That's what she did. And that's okay. Now her and man-faced Karen is paying the price of looking like total idiots. And in due time, they will be removed from that office. So I'm not worried about it, because they're, you know, it's probably happening right now. I don't even know it. Yeah, it's probably happening right now where they're being removed, and I don't even know it yet. So you never know. You don't know. But I know things are happening though, with everything, you know. So everything's happening. But yeah, but this is what's really, oh, they give you this when you go down to the city mayor's office. They give you, well, the BLM gives you this, because they'll send you down to the BLM department after you get your deeds, so that you can get these maps, because you don't work with paper money. That's a curse. You work with resources. You know, you work with resources. Uh, these are uh, land sites that you would have to claim. Let me see some other stuff here. See, and they just give you like land sites. They'll actually mark what cities and states and stuff like that you can have. So, yes. Oh, when we all come together, they'll be evicted, no problem. Oh, yeah, yeah, they will be evicted. Um, well, because I know that the $5 Indians are being evicted. I know that. Oh, why is that dark? Like, okay, I don't like it when it's dark. Because I know that the $5 Indians are being evicted off of the reservations because they're not indigenous to the reservations. They are indigenous to under Russia. That's Mongolia. I made a video, two videos about that, where you would find them on their land, killing live killing live elk and deer and eating it raw, blood and all, drinking the blood and all. Over there, I broke it down. I showed you this is what they eat. So if they can't eat that anymore, then and they come down and migrate where we're at, what you think they're gonna be eating? If they was eating uh, raw blood, and they wouldn't cooking the meat, they was drinking the blood out the belly and all that. The $5 Indians, where they come from, they come from Russia. Okay, well, if they come down and migrate here, what you think they're gonna be eating? Okay, yeah. So that's why you gotta reclaim your land. So because it's an abomination that they own your land in the first place. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. So yeah, let me get on off this thing here because I just wanted to, because my video is uploading very slow. So it's, oh, why is it so dark? It does that? Oh, okay. I don't know why it gets dark like that. I don't know why it does that. Okay. So yeah. So that's all you have to do. Oh, did I show you I showed you how even the BLM tells in the city mayor's office tells you that you can claim your land. Yes, you can. See? Does it? Yes, you can. Now, they're talking to white people that don't have any land deeds, that they have 20 acres. No, you don't have 20 acres. You just thinking that you can. But that's what they did. They stole our land, but that's okay. They're going to be leaving pretty soon anyway, so don't even worry about it. But this is just letting you know that this is what they're telling their people of how to claim their land for free. Nothing costs any money. When you go into the mayor's office, it doesn't cost you any money to get your land deeds. It doesn't cost you anything, not a dime, nothing. So when you get it, it don't cost no money. Don't be going in there saying how much it costs. It don't cost you anything. It's your papers. You just picking up your papers. They can't charge you. They got to get out of that building before they charge you. That's crazy. So anyway, okay. So yeah, this is So just letting you know it's free, and it comes with your booklet. This comes with this comes with your booklet, okay. And then it comes with your maps. And she says, "Oh, well, since you're in California, that changes things. That means you can go ahead and claim your 640 acres where you're at in California. That's why I'm here claiming my 640 acres because I don't live in Oklahoma." She thought I did. She thought I lived in Oklahoma. She said, "Oh, I thought you lived," because she wanted me to come down there. She said, "Well, come down here so I can go over the paperwork with you." I said, "I'm not over there. I live in California." She said, "Well, then you have to pick up your maps in California. I'll send you some. No, I'll show you what maps to get." And so she told me to get these. And she gave me the Oklahoma maps. Okay, so anyway, let me get off this thing. And I just wanted to just do that just give you that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna get off this thing here and just wanted to recap. Ooh, I love my I love my Kane book. This is the Kane Chronicles. I just be like looking at different books that inspires me, and it has all kind of different like things in here, and this it's got like different stuff in here, and then it just tells like different things that we used to. Okay, now the reason why I like these kind of books is because this is ours. These are our stuff. You know, this would be me, and this is our stuff. So they're just this is just like the chronicles. It shows you what who we are in that we used to travel from Egypt was kind of strange, but we had magic here too. We had magic just like Egypt has magic. So they're not Egypt is not the only one that has magic that was flying. We have wings and we were flying too, just like in the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha means that women had wings and we were flying. So, see, they show like different stuff. It's just different stuff that they show, like different, just different stuff in here. And I just like to look at like the chronicles um, of how they used to. So you can see him. See. Okay, so anyway, let me get off this thing here. The other, the other, the other video will be loading up pretty soon. So, okay, okay. So this is a happy day. At least we know what to do now, right? We know all we have to do is just go ahead and just, just get our papers and then don't pay no rent. And now they're gonna say, now, ooh, if they give you an eviction, you want that. You're like, oh, good. Yeah, let me go ahead and answer you within 5 days. Here, now, go ahead and you can try to send your sheriff to defend myself, and you know what you're gonna say it. I have a right to defend myself if he come to my door. They're gonna be like, why? I said, oh, because I own you. I own your building. I own the land. So what where did this table come from, where did this chair come from that you're sitting on, where did your clothes come from, where did the food come from that you're putting in your mouth? Court judge evict you. They can't evict you when you own them. That's why they can't evict me. They just have to give me that congratulations letter. Yes, Catherine, you rightfully bid for the land, it's yours, and that's that. Okay. I'm just so happy because, let me tell you why I'm happy. I'm happy because I don't have to worry about bills. And I'm rich. I'm very wealthy. And you are too. You just go ahead and just, get your deeds. And then you can see what happened to your people. And then you can see what you have. I'm talking about with the minerals. You have silver. You have all kind of mineral rights, but it even labels what kind of mineral and precious gems that is on this ground that they've been stealing this whole time. They've been stealing your gems. I'm talking about things that you need. You know, yeah. Mm, mm. It's a crime, but they have to go. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let me get off this thing, and the other video will be loading up, and it's just saying the same thing I'm saying. Okay, so that's it. So yes, so it was nice talking to you guys. I'm just gonna get off this thing here. Unless you guys have any questions. Do you guys have any questions or anything? Do you have anything that look at this. Somebody said, you still didn't get your congratulations letter yet? No, they might die before they can give it to me. Yeah, because I don't know what, yeah, because I'm telling you, it's things that are happening to them. I'm just eating popcorn on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And so are you. You just now figuring that out. Like, damn, all I gotta do is go to the mayor office. Yeah, you can call them. You don't have to go. You don't have to go down there. You can call them, or you can. When I was living in Hesperia, I went down there because the mayor's office was right down the street, and I was shocked to see the mayor sitting right there. And this is when I was living in Hesperia, and I wasn't aware of really of much of that. And so when I went there, I said, wow. And I didn't know about my grandparents' land at that. Well, I knew that we owned something in Stillwater. I just didn't know how much land. And so when my cousin called me, he said, "Oh, this was in 2017." He said, "Oh, grandmama got oil." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but how?" He said, "Cuz she got oil. Our other cousin got a lawyer, and then the other cousin got a lawyer." I said, "Oh, wait, what? They got a lawyer?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, cuz, let me call you right back." So I hurried up and called the county clerks. I said, "Yeah, can I do a check on my grandparents' estate, please? They have some deeds." And then the county clerk said, one of them said, "Oh my God, yes, Catherine, you have listen. we don't have time. She said, it's just like that. We don't have time to go over through all of these deeds. You have so many deeds. I'll just go ahead and email them to you. Just like that. I'm like, oh, gee, wow, thank you. Really. I really appreciate, because that was like mad, like, it was like music to my ears. Like, really? So I really do have deeds. But I didn't say it, like, I just said, oh, gee, thank you. I really appreciate that. And she really did. She emailed it to me. And it was just, yeah. Yep. And then just, yeah, that they went to court and everything. So, and that's just on my father's side. Imagine what's on my mother's side. Oh Lord, could Google it, cool. And Ancestry keeps emailing me saying, you have more hints. You got, when they say you have more hints, that means you have more relatives that's saying, hey, Catherine, and I don't know these people. I'm related to you. I'm related to you, and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like Facebook, but it's like relatives you never met before that has your family pictures because you're kin to them and you didn't know. So that's why you got to go on ancestry.com and just get on the so you can do your family tree. When you do your family tree, other people that is kin to you have those old photos of you. That's how I got photos of my great grandfather and grandmother, and they were in from my mother's side, and they were dressed. They were dressed nice. My great aunt, she had this big old huge hat, and she was down to she was these people. Okay, our people was not slaves. If they told you that we were slaves, oh, they lying. Oh, they lying. Because how you gonna be a slave and you dress down to the nines? And I seen God, put my I wish I had this photo. See, I have to dig deep into my photos. But he was standing next to a old Cadillac car. Okay, so this is in 1899, and they were standing in front of a nice car. It was the car door was open, and he was standing like this, like he just got a car. How you gonna be a slave and you got Cadillac cars in 1899? Okay, now when you go on Ancestry, you'll see the pictures because they link to the dowries. You'll see what I'm talking about, and you'll see like, oh, so so you got people in 1899 and in the 1800s in front of a Cadillac. I have my great uncle or great grandfather is standing in front of a Cadillac car in the 1800s. Come on now, and his name is Spencer. Yeah, it's VC Nisi's husband's family. VC Nisi, listen, it's her. Let's see that. Oh, okay. It's my great grandparents. It's her husband's family. He was sitting in 1899 in front of a Cadillac car in his house, and then it was other people that in my pictures that he had on some overall suspenders, like they were gonna, like they were, I don't know, but they weren't slaves. I tell you that right now, they were not slaves. Just tell you that that's a lie. They were not slaves because they were dressed to the nines. They were dressed in furs, and you could see my grandmother. They're from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they have fur on, like fur coats on and shit. Like, no, you're not a slave if you got fur coats on and you dress down and you got big old huge hats in the 1800s in front of big old houses and Cadillacs. Go ahead, look at it. You see it for yourself. I'm just letting you know what I saw with my people. You're gonna see it with you. You might see some other stuff because see, they don't want to let you know what you really are. You see, you were never a slave. You weren't a slave. You were just pushed off your land, and we were just overrun by our own people. But no, they were not our people. It was the Moors. The Moors did it. They pushed us. This is what got us. Let me tell you what got us. When the Moors came, we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe that our people would backstab us, and that's what got us. It was the disbelief of it all. Like, damn, you look just like me. Why and this is what got us. So we just couldn't believe it, and we we somehow submitted, but we were fighting to the death, and we didn't kill the Moors when they came, and that was our downfall. If we seen them coming with some white people and they was looking nasty and they had them on leashes, because they had some of the white people on leashes. I'm telling you, they were walking on all fours. We should have said, and we probably did say that. Get that shit somewhere off. Go on back where you came from off this damn goddamn ship that you came. We should have did that, and we should have did it to where they just was no more of them on our coast, because they came from Florida all the way from Virginia up to the coast with white people on leashes. Understand? They was grunting. Some of them were women because they were prostitutes, because that's all that they could be. It's all that they could be. Because look how we are now. We're indigenous to the land, and we've been pushed and moved so many times. You have to label them as creatures, because a creature do is what a creature does, or how that Forrest Gump thing goes. What did Forrest Gump say? Okay, let me get off this thing. I'm just rambling, y'all. Let me stop rambling. Get off this thing. I'm just so happy. Ask me why I'm happy. I'll tell you. I'm happy because we can claim our land, and we can say, oh yeah, I wish you would give me eviction notice, so I can answer you back within 5 days saying, oh yeah, I got a right to split your sheriff in half, on public TV. Here, I'll fix up the living room just for him to come through, or her, or whoever, and we're gonna do this publicly, because you gotta see, here's my land, I own y'all. Let your little crazy sheriff come up in here if you think so. So that's what I'm saying. You can do that. You can do that now. As soon as you get them deeds, you can do that now. You don't even need your deeds. Shit. Anyway, let me get off this thing. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions. See, there's so many wills. Really? Your grandfather left so many wills? Oh, and they. Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. That's right. Because my great-great-grandfather left a will too, and that's why you can't be removed from your homes. Yes, I just heard. What if you have no place yet? What do you mean no place? Do you have? What if you don't have a place? You do have a place. Now you got a place. What if you don't have any deeds? You got deeds now. Go to ancestry.com. Don't do no DNA. That's illegal. You're just gonna do your family tree, and you're gonna put it together. Now you have a place, because right where you live. Oh, I claim my land right here. Yeah, I sure do. Claim it right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna move out. I'm not gonna pay any more rent. No, in fact, every single business. That's what Paula said right here on the thing. Owes you monthly tax payments. That's why I'm saying you can't pay no more rent, because they owe you. They're poor. You're the one that's wealthy. They got to pay you. Yeah. So with this reparations, they talk about, well, $5 million and you can get affordable housing. Ooh, really? Pow, pow, pow. What you mean $5 million and we'll give you affordable housing? You know what? This is what I'm saying. When I was trying to get a hold of the reparations lady, Tessa, it looked like she was helping, but you know what? I'm just saying, I'm just giving everybody the benefit of the doubt of how they want to proceed on giving me my shit. So to the reparations task force, they can just give me my congratulations letter. If not, don't worry, because you guys are going to die anyway. The reparations task force people, they're going to die, and don't worry about it. The city mayor, the senator, all of them are dying. So, but it's just nice to gather up your things while they're dying, and then you want to gather them up real quick, because they might want to do something to it. I don't know. Just get your records, get your deeds as fast as you can. Yeah. So anyway, let me get up this thing here, and you'll see another video loading up, taking forever, probably tomorrow. Who knows? It might load up tomorrow or tonight. But oh yes, that's right. I started my family tree, went as far back as I know that's right. Somebody said, "Damn, Catherine, you never be. I'm not ever child. Yes, you are very welcome." Somebody said, "I need you." Thank you. I need you to go down to that, to call down to that city mayor office so that, because when a lot of us get all of our stuff back, then I'm telling you, like the whole atmosphere would change, like things will change because you have a different way of thinking now. You think, oh, well, I own everything. I own them. I don't pay any more rent. You'll feel a lot. That's where you become really, that's when you become conscious. Unconscious people is when they're stuck paying rent and they think they have to. Conscious people is when you say, wait a minute, I don't have to pay shit. In fact, y'all better pay me. It's gonna be war out here. And it's gonna just because that's why I make public videos and send it to them, letting them know that they already know. You already know what it is. You already know. The bitches in there already know. And you know who's in there? Karens. Becky's and Karens is in there. Ooh, man, I'm gonna beat them bitch. Oh, let me just calm down. What I'm saying is this. In due time, we will be able to go up in there easily and just whoop some ass. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be, oh man, where's my bat? I got this. Okay, it's over. I'm not gonna show it. But anyway, I have this thing that I made. You wrap it like this, and it can't move, and well at the end of it, I made it where it spikes all up and down that thing. So I'm like, wow, bitch, watch you wait till I get into that mayor's office. I'm like, ooh, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because in due time, we're going up in there. Or I'm going up in there. No, not you. I'm going up in there and I'll go ahead and film it. I have my son to make sure he near that camera and he'll film it. And you just see me go to work all by myself. Because it's gonna come a time where I'll be able to go up in there by myself and just handle business by myself. Because I don't really need nobody to help me when they know that they already being evicted. Okay. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just it's coming along. Don't you worry about it, sugar. Don't you worry about it, sugar. Hmm. Somebody said don't get somebody said don't get locked up. Shit. Don't be a coward, is what I give to you. Stop being a coward. So anyway, let me get off this thing. There's a lot of cowards around here. And I want you guys to make sure to to stand your ground. Just make sure to stand your ground. Don't be a coward. Nobody's gonna come against you. Uh, and if they do, then they got it coming, or don't they? That's all. I just got it coming. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Okay. No cowards. No cowards. All right. Mhm.